A woman claims she was raped by an art gallery employee on the Sky Princess. This is your Cruise News Fix. Welcome back to the cruise world. This is the Cruise News Fix, and because this is a cruise channel, most of the stories we discuss here are positive and fun, but that's not the case today, not at all. Park West is a commercial art gallery based in Southfield, Michigan, with staff on board over 90 cruise ships like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, Princess Cruises, and more. And last week, a 27-year-old woman filed a lawsuit against Princess Cruises and Park West Gallery, alleging that she was raped by an art auctioneer on board the Sky Princess. According to the complaint, the incident occurred in January 2022 when the woman was approached by the alleged assailant, who invited her to participate in an art auction. The woman spent much of the day drinking alcohol aboard the cruise and was later in the evening approached by that same Park West employee who asked for her name and cabin number. The lawsuit states that after consuming more alcohol in her cabin, the woman received a call from the employee who asked her to return to the gallery. Once there, the man gave her even more alcohol and led her up a flight of stairs where he pushed her into a closet and raped her. The plaintiff says that even though she was too drunk to fight him off, she repeatedly said no. After returning home and experiencing abnormal symptoms, the victim was tested by medical professionals, and in February of 2022, she was diagnosed as HIV positive. The plaintiff is represented by Michael Winkleman, one of the top maritime attorneys in the country. And Winkleman said, "I think she's doing okay under the circumstances. She was 27 at the time of the cruise. She had basically just finished school. She's in the medical field and she was really just getting her life started. For her to have this horrific incident in and of itself was terrible, but then to have the added element of the HIV, it's any person's worst nightmare." Winkleman also stated that he'll be pursuing the maximum compensation available for his client. Now, Princess Cruises doesn't comment on pending litigation, but Paul Schweip, an outside counsel for Park West, confirmed that the complaint for damages had been filed and said, quote, "The nature of the acts alleged in this complaint warrant a very serious examination of the facts that separate the facts from fiction. At this time, no evidence has been provided to support the complaint's allegations, and no notice of this alleged incident was provided to us, the cruise line, or law enforcement, even though the incident allegedly occurred 1 year ago." According to Department of Transportation data, sexual assaults are the most common crimes reported on cruise ships. Congress passed the Cruise Vessel Security and Safety Act back in 2010, which required that cruise lines must report certain crimes, including sexual assaults, that happen on their ships. Now, according to the DOT crime data, from January 2019 through the shutdown in March of 21, there were 129 sexual assaults reported on US-based cruise ships. There were 59 on Carnival, 33 on Royal Caribbean, 17 on NCL, and 4 on Princess. Under U.S. maritime law, Princess Cruises may be legally responsible if the defendant is found guilty, even though he wasn't a direct employee of the cruise line. In the 2004 case Doe vs. Celebrity Cruises, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals held that under federal maritime law, a cruise line is strictly liable when a crew member sexually assaults a passenger during a cruise, whether the cruise company employed the rapist or whether the cruise ship concessionaire employed the crew member, as is the case here. The lawsuit does allege that both Princess Cruises and Park West were negligent, and that the cruise line was vicariously liable for the criminal conduct of the art auctioneer. The lawsuit states that due to sustained distress and mental health issues stemming from the alleged rape, the plaintiff was too traumatized to be able to report the incident to Princess Cruise Lines and Park West Galleries until November of 2022. And attorney Winkleman said, quote, "My client's been in a state of shock really since the rape. It's our opinion that rapes and sexual assaults on cruise ships are a hidden epidemic, and that if the general public really knew how often these types of crimes occurred, they would do more to keep themselves safe and keep their families safe." I know this isn't the happy-go-lucky cruise story that we like to hear, but nevertheless, I thought it was one that needed to be shared. No one deserves for something like this to happen to them. But what also troubles me is that by her own admission in the lawsuit, the woman was too intoxicated to fight back against the man. I want us all to be safe and have fun on cruises, and that starts with us all being aware and making smart decisions. Thanks for tuning into the Cruise News Fix today. We'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to our channel with the notifications on so you'll know when we post new videos. Next up, you should check out our boarding day vlog from Wonder of the Seas. And as always, remember, life is short and cruising is fun. We'll see you next time.